That man accidentally dropped his wallet. A poor homeless boy noticed it, walked over, and picked it up. Inside, there was a lot of cash. Seeing that, he called out to the man from behind. He ran up and said, "Your wallet, sir?" The man looked at it and said, "Wow, kid, incredible. Incredible that you found my wallet with so much money and didn't take it." The poor boy replied, "It's because my mother taught me not to take what isn't mine." The man said, "Wow, incredible, kid. But look, I have to repay you for this favor." The homeless boy shook his head and said, "No, sir. My mother also taught me never to charge for favors." Then he ran off. The man, watching this, said to himself, "My God, what kind of child is this? I need to know where he lives." He decided to follow the boy. The man followed him until they reached home. The boy called out, "Hi, Mom, I'm home." His mother, who was disabled, said, "Oh, my boy, how was your day?" The boy sighed, "Not so good. Today I couldn't collect many plastic bottles." His disabled mother said, "I'm sorry, my boy. Today I have nothing to give you to eat, because you know I only depend on God." The man overheard everything. The boy said, "Don't worry, Mom. I'll rest a little, and then I can collect more plastic, okay?" His mom replied, "All right, my boy. I know you're tired. Go and rest." As he was about to go, he suddenly remembered. "Oh, Mom, I forgot to tell you I found a wallet." His mom asked, "And what did you do with that wallet?" The boy said, "I returned it to its owner." His mom smiled. "That's right, my boy. That's what I've taught you. Not to take what isn't yours. We may be poor, but we have dignity, my love. Keep it up. Those values are very important." Seeing all this, the man said to himself, "My God, it seems this boy's mother has a disability. And even so, that boy didn't keep my wallet. I'm going to do something better for them." Then he left. The man comes to a grocery store and said to the owner, "Sir, give me basic household items like rice, eggs, oil, milk, things like that." The owner said, "Okay," and started packing all the necessities. The man paid, took the box, and left. He brought the groceries to the mother and son. The boy saw him and quickly went to his mom. "Mom, it's the man with the wallet." The man said, "I want to tell you that you have a very brave son. He did something that not all kids today would do." The mom replied, "Yes, sir. I've taught my son that he must not take what isn't his, and that he should do good." The man nodded. "That's right, ma'am. Look, when he returned my wallet, I tried to compensate him, but he flat out refused. So I decided to follow him. I overheard you talking about being hungry, about not having food, and that's when I decided to bring these basic necessities." The mom said, "Thank you, sir. Really, thank you so much. You don't know how much we needed this." But the man added, "And don't worry, ma'am. Every week I'll bring you the same groceries, so you won't go without any more. And for this boy, I'll pay for his studies, so he can share that honesty and bravery with a world that needs it so much." Saying this, the man left. The mother and son hugged each other with joy. Do you agree that people like this, and an upbringing like this, can make the world a better place?
A boss tells an employee to lie down on the ground and places several bundles of money beside her. The employee asks, "Boss, what are you doing?" The boss replies, "Don't worry about it. Later, no matter what you hear or see, don't worry. Pretend to be unconscious. Don't get up." The employee asks, "Boss, can I grind my teeth, burp, or even fart?" The boss says, "When you're supposed to be serious, why would you fart? Stop it." Then he leaves. The employee begins pretending to be unconscious. A man walks by and says, "This company is so strange. They asked me to come for an interview on Monday the 31st, which delayed me." And then, suddenly, he notices the money on the ground and says, "Oh my God, this is unbelievable." The boss secretly records a video of him as the man picks up the money and leaves. Soon after, a boy comes for his interview and bumps into the guard. He notices the employee lying there and says, "Stinky guard, are you blind? Can't you see there's a person lying there?" The guard replies, "Can't you see?" The boy walks forward, slips, and sees the bundles of money. He picks them up. The boss records him as well. The boy takes the money and leaves. After that, a village girl arrives for her interview and says, "This company is so big and powerful, I must attend my interview today." She stumbles upon the employee lying down and says, "Beauty, wake up, I'm here to help you. What happened?" She helps her up. The employee says, "Thank you, I'm fine. Maybe I fainted because I didn't have breakfast this morning." The girl says, "Fainted? Your health is most important. You must remember to eat." The employee replies, "Okay, thank you, little girl." The boss secretly records their interaction. The girl says, "Stay calm. You dropped all your money. You must keep it safe. These days, it's not easy to earn money. What if someone stole it?" The employee answers, "Oh, you saved me. Then take this 10,000 yuan. The girl refuses. No. Helping others makes me happy. How are you now?" The employee says, "I'm much better." The girl says, "Then quickly go eat something. I have an interview and I'm running late. I'll leave first." The employee replies, "Oh, you're going for an interview? Okay, I wish you success." The girl says, "Thank you," and leaves. The boss comes to the employee and says, "You did very well. As a reward, I'll give you thousands of yuan and 3 years of vacation. Go home." home. The employee says, "Thank you." Then the boss gathers all the candidates and says, "Today's interview is divided into two parts. The first part is a test of character. Whoever passed through our company hallway must have seen a cleaning woman fainted with piles of money beside her. What did you do? You two took the money and stole it. That behavior is against our rules. Only this girl picked up the money and returned it, and even helped her. The second part is a test of ability. 3 days ago, the secretary gave you detailed product information, yet you don't even know the color or the purpose. Our hiring standards are not so low that we would employ people like you. I gave you many chances. Did you make use of them? You will return to where you came from. Leave this company immediately." The two leave. Then the girl steps forward. The boss says, "Starting tomorrow, you will be the sales manager."
A girl suddenly feels a strong dizziness and falls to the ground. A shopkeeper standing nearby notices her and quickly runs towards her. Coming close, he tries to bring her back to consciousness and sees that she has a high fever. He says, "Your condition looks very bad to me. Come inside my shop and rest for a while." Saying this, he lifts her up and takes her into his shop. Inside the shop, he makes her sit on a chair, and after a while, he brings her something to eat. The girl thanks him and attacks the food as if she hasn't seen food for years. Jack asks the girl, "You seem a bit disturbed to me. Is everything all right?" The girl starts coughing and then tells him, after collecting herself, that she came from her village to the city a week ago in search of work, but someone tricked her, gave her some drugged drink, and stole all her belongings. That's why her condition is not good. Jack says to the girl, "God has already written everyone's sustenance. Maybe your sustenance was written with me. From today, you will work in my shop." Mala smiles, thanks the boy, and says, "I promise you, I will work with full dedication." After that, both of them start managing the shop together and work very hard. One day, Jack sits thinking and says, "In just a few days, she hasn't only managed my shop, but she has also made a home in my heart. I feel like I've started loving her." One day, after finishing work, Mala gets a call on her mobile. She answers and finds out that her mother's health is very bad, and doctors have declared her incurable. Hearing this, she falls into a state of grief, unable to control herself, and starts crying bitterly. Jack sees all this, quickly picks up a box of tissues, runs to Mala, and says, "Crying won't solve the problem." Drowned in sorrow, Mala takes the tissue and says, "I wish I had money. I would have taken my mother abroad for treatment." The doctors here have given up. Jack says, "That's what friends are for." Saying this, he takes out his ATM card and gives it to her. "Quickly go to your village and take your mother for treatment. Don't worry about money. I'll arrange even more." Mala takes the card, thanks him, and says, "You've solved the biggest problem of my life." Jack says, "Don't waste time. Just go quickly, and don't worry about things here." Mala quickly runs off from there. 5 years later, Mala's assistant comes running and says, "Madam, we have found that person." Mala stands up in surprise and says, "Thank God we found him. Quickly tell me, where is he?" Her assistant gives her his full address. By then, because of drugs, Jack's condition had become like that of a beggar. Mala comes to him and says, "I want to get you treated, for which you will have to come with me." Jack asks her, "Who are you?" Mala says to him, "I am the one you once helped." But Jack has forgotten everything because the drugs had clouded his memory, so he talks nonsense and cannot recognize her. Crying, Mala tells him, "Something very bad has happened to a person like you, who was always ready to help others." Meanwhile, Mala's assistant arrives with money and some documents. Mala takes everything and says to Jack, "I have arranged a very beautiful house for you, and I promise I will free you from this bad habit of drugs and get you treated." Jack says, "I don't want to take any favors from you. I don't even know you." Mala tells him, "We both were in love with each other." And then she takes his hand and they leave from there. If you had to rate this video out of 10, how much would you give? Please share your valuable opinion.